Well, it was an unforgettable occasion for the 80,065 fans who packed into Stade de France. Springbok supporters were partying through the night in Paris despite torrential rain. And while All Blacks fans were well outnumbered by green and gold, they showed up to the battle with belief to burn. Our Europe correspondent Lisette Raymer reports.
There's nothing like it, really. The whistle blows and sport will split fates, sparking the glorious high of sweet victory for some and dealing others the bitter, bitter hurt of defeat.
But gutted.
Gutted but proud.
Just like gutted. I feel gutted for our boys.
It was by the finest, no nails left level margin.
To lose by one tonight, I mean, you know.
But history now favours South Africa.
1 point's enough.
The hugs of jubilation matched by those of consolation.
Can't moan too much about it. I don't wait.
But some couldn't resist a wee vent.
After that red card, I probably never had so much anger in my life.
I'm a sore loser, but I'm angry.
The night started with so much promise. A pinch yourself party with a shot at redemption and gold.
I remember watching a World Cup 95, looking at the crowd, thinking, one day.
And at the epicentre of excitement in Paris, it was
All Blacks all the way.
Stade de France was a blur of Kiwis. Kiwis on top of Kiwis, Kiwis dressed as Kiwis, and Kiwis were flying high. Even when the rain came, All Black fans took it as a good omen. Taz O'Connell was branded with a silver fern and belief.
How long is it going to stay for?
Well, till my hair goes out. So we better win.
But by the final whistle, the Invercargill had changed his mind.
What are you going to do about your hair now?
Oh, I'm just going to keep it. I'm so proud of the boys.
The departing players were not sent off with World Cup glory, but they leave with the gratitude of a nation.
Proud of them. Everyone's proud of them.
The weather is perhaps slightly more suited to the mood of New Zealanders tonight, but the Springboks' excitement and pride cannot be contained. This is their moment, and they will revel in it until the sun comes up.
80 minutes of rugby that has inspired generations to come.
You can do better next time.
How are you feeling?
Oh, sadder than her.
The Potter family is proof that the memory is bigger than the score.
Coming to the game with my granddaughter. Rugby World Cup final. Yeah.
We all know what makes an All Black.
Just heart. Always heart.
But they have challenged what it is to be a champion.
One man down, dug deep.
The Webb Alice was shining on South Africa tonight.
Just want to say thank you to the All Blacks. We love you. We'll never stop loving you.
But the All Black jersey will always be golden to Aotearoa.
All right, and Lisette's with us now. Lisette, a tough old night for Kiwis here in Paris, but they seem to be taking it pretty well.
Yeah, Gordy, it's not dissimilar to the players themselves, really, in that, of course, there was a lot of pain being felt amongst the Kiwi fans, but the overwhelming feeling was just one of immense pride. In fact, a lot of people choosing to focus on what an incredible journey the All Blacks have taken us on over the last 8 weeks, from that initial loss to France, the world perhaps doubting they could get through to the quarterfinals. They steadily improved. They beat Ireland in that spectacular face-off, and a lot of people admitted that it was that night and that joy of that win that well and truly makes up for any sense of disappointment that there might be after this final game. All in all, what stands out really is not just the mutual respect between the two teams, but the mutual respect between the fans. As we were leaving the stadium in the wee hours of this morning, the South Africans and the Kiwis were all together celebrating, commiserating, singing, dancing, taking photos, and it was clear that they were going to keep on in that fashion for several hours to come, and it is equally as evident that this very spirited rivalry between our two teams will continue for years to come as well.
Yeah, most certainly is. Lisette, thanks very much. Well, fans across New Zealand showed up in their millions to watch the big dance. It wasn't the result they wanted, but they were treated to the edge-of-your-seat action they'd been promised. Perry Wilson has the story.
Beanbags in hand,
Wrapped up in blankets, the fans who make the game our national sport arrived en masse to New Zealand's home of rugby, Eden Park.
Is it worth coming out this early?
Yeah. We even have medals. Yeah, we have first and second place medals.
Others literally had to run a marathon, the Auckland Marathon, to catch the game.
Good motivation to get to the finish. You had to be under 70 minutes to catch the start. So it's pretty cool that they've got a big screen up here.
In the capital, the bars were brimming.
I'm a bit anxious, I will say.
Dunners was living up to its reputation. And on the west coast, the sun rose on Hoketika's own fan zone, the local theatre.
We did pre-ordered breakfast buns and I think she had about 40 of them ready to go this morning, plus waffles and coffee.
In Christchurch, they were singing the Webb Ellis Cup back home. The church's pub's lucky mascot, Winston, calming punters' nerves.
He's been at all the Irish game, the Argentina game, so he's a good luck charm for sure.
And the Springbok fans filled this Auckland bar.
About 400, which is good. It's definitely going to be an atmosphere in here.
Both teams were confident. And then the game started. New Zealand's youngest joining seasoned fans as the 41st minutes bore witness to multiple cards. At half-time, both sides backed their chances.
Do you think the All Blacks are going to win?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Yes.
That's why I come here.
We're going to lift the trophy at the end of the day. Winnaboos coming home!
And by the time the second half started, Eden Park's turf was packed.
There were fears that bad weather was going to scare fans away from Eden Park today, but it's an absolute stunner, and thousands have turned up.
There were moments of hope for the All Blacks. Even unbiased journalism went out the window for a second there.
Oh my God! And just like that, we're back in the game.
But for those backing black, it fast became an anxious, agonising watch. Eyes locked on screens, and with just 1 point in it, minutes felt like hours. Tries were disallowed, kicks missed, but hopes for the All Blacks that lasted until the final seconds were dashed at the final whistle.
Who's at fault? Who's at fault? Wayne Barnes. Take a good hard look at yourself.
All Blacks did not succeed. Oopsies.
And there were tears of pure euphoria for the Boks.
They should celebrate it. Everyone get your kit on, celebrate your team. They did fantastically.
This has got to wear this for the next week. Oh, it pains me. It pains me.
A friendly rivalry that will see two countries forever destined to fight it out on the field. Perry Wilton, Newshub.